Hi. To begin with, how do you assess your speech? How do you think? Do you succeed with it or not so? Just 1-2 words.
Pretty much.
Pretty much. Wow, that's an interesting opinion. And because I have a little different one. If you don't mind, I'll be straightforward from the very beginning. I didn't like your speech very much. But let me be consistent with my thoughts. And I would like to begin with the good points that I noticed in your speech. Actually, there were 2 of them. The first one is the tempo of your speech. I liked it quite a lot. I can confess, from the beginning I thought that Christina is going to be our target speaker because she started to speak right away, and I didn't like the tempo of her speech because it was too slow, too official. And then I compared it to your speech. You did much better than Christina. That's the first argument. Well done on that. The second point, I liked your wording. I mean that there were some words that were interesting to me to hear, to think. For example, an exquisite, excuse me, there should be an emphasis on the another syllable. There were some other words that were even more interesting to me and rare. I cannot, unfortunately, represent them right now, but I noticed them and I also want to praise you for them. Well done. That are the only good points that I noticed in your speech. Let's move to the yummy part, more constructive, and that will be about negative points. I'm not gonna say every single one that I noticed, there were too many actually. I'll just stop on 2 of them, because I think they, in general, they were already covered by my colleagues. The first and foremost is about being natural on the stage. If you are not natural, the candle is not worth the game. Right? It's hard to explain what it means to be natural. It's just my feeling. I can say that your poise were too stiff, you were sticked in one place, that I wanted more vocal variety from your speech, and you did not emphasize certain points, you did not say, but you cannot. See? Your voice were just on the same level almost all the time. I missed some naturalness actually. And the second point, I'm wrapping up, don't point me anything please, is about the theme, the topic of your speech. It should be exciting. I asked you, why do you do that? It should be exciting to the audience. You talked about cheap things. Can I ask you, any of presented here, who found the topic to be touching, to be interesting? Just raise your hand, please. Okay, probably. I know, but I already disqualified that thing, so I can continue. let me just finish my thought, because it's not the point that that's fine already. I'm watching the clock. I know Dennis Shevchuk likes this approach when he exceeds the time, and I want to be like Dennis. Let me do this. So what I'm saying that for me the topic itself was not touching, it was not interesting. I don't know, maybe I'm not fond of pineapples or wine. I don't drink wine actually. That's going to be the problem, I think. And according to this point, so okay, I listened to speech, but I cannot get anything from it to myself. No lesson, no motivation, no inspiration. So nothing. It was just I heard it and it gone. That's the second point that I would like you to pay attention during your second speech. And to finish on a good note, I'm not sure if you've been scolded by other evaluators. I see that many people actually liked your speech. But what I want to, for you, to learn from your today's speech, that all the criticism that we convey to you, it's not to put you down, but instead to energize you. And Christina, the last word. Just to digest this energy that we put to you with our criticism, and to use this energy for your upcoming speeches.